Somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, there's an island worth $300 million. You'll never find it on Google Maps. You'll never book a stay there. And even if you're a billionaire, the answer is still no. Because the owner doesn't want your money. He wants something more valuable. Complete silence. In May 2025, a piece of empty dirt in Miami sold for $57 million per acre. No house, no pool, just land. And it's worth more than Manhattan real estate now. Why? Because you can't create more islands. One man paid $750 million to make sure no one ever steps on his. What is he hiding? And why are billionaires locking away entire pieces of the earth? Stay with me, because what comes next will change how you see wealth forever. 3 tiers of island ownership. Not all private islands are the same. There's a hidden hierarchy, and it separates billionaires from ultra-billionaires. Tier 1, completely private islands owned by one person, closed forever. Tier 2, ultra-luxury rentals for those rich enough to afford $50,000 per night. Tier 3, full island buyouts where you pay to be completely alone. Think of it like cars. Some people rent a Ferrari for the weekend, some buy one, and some buy one and never let anyone else touch it. Here's the twist. The most exclusive islands generate zero revenue. Larry Ellison spent $750 million on his island, and it makes nothing because it's not for rent. That's the new definition of power. So what happens on these locked islands? Let's start at Tier 1. The completely private islands you'll never visit. These are the islands that define true exclusivity. Larry Ellison's Lani, Larry Page's Cayo Norte, Mel Gibson's Mago Island. These aren't resorts, they're personal kingdoms, and no one gets in, ever. Ellison paid $300 million for 90,000 acres, then spent $450 million more on renewable energy. Page bought 300 acres for $32 million and left it completely wild. No hotels, no villas, just nature. Here's the twist. These islands stay undeveloped on purpose because buildings attract people, and people destroy exclusivity, so they buy land and let it stay empty. Think of it like owning a masterpiece painting and hiding it in your bedroom. No one sees it, ever. That's Tier 1 power. But what if a billionaire wants to share? Just a little. That's Tier 2. The ultra-luxury rentals only billionaires can afford. Tier 2 islands are different. They're still private, but they're available if you can pay. Richard Branson's Necker Island costs $15,000 per night. David Copperfield's Musha Cay costs $50,000 per night. Imagine renting an entire island for the weekend. Not a room, not a villa, the whole island. With 100 staff members serving only you. Branson bought Necker for $180,000 in 1979. Now it's worth over $250 million. Copperfield paid $150 million for 700 acres and allows only 24 guests maximum. Princess Diana vacationed here, so did Nelson Mandela. Here's the twist. These islands make millions in revenue, but they're still exclusive because the price keeps normal people out. However, there's one problem. You're never truly alone. Staff are always watching. So what if you want zero compromise? That's Tier 3, and it changes everything. Full island buyouts, the new standard of isolation. Tier 3 is the future, and it's brutal. These islands don't accept individual bookings. No rooms, no villas, no sharing. You rent the entire island, or you don't come at all. Nowhere Island opens in the Maldives in 2026. The price? $55,000 per night minimum. 3-night minimum stay, $165,000. And here's what you get. A contractual guarantee that zero other guests exist on the property. Think of it like buying out an entire restaurant, except it's not one meal, it's a week. And it's not a restaurant, it's an island. Here's the twist. This pricing isn't about making money, it's about eliminating people. The resort wants to keep out ordinary billionaires. Only ultra-billionaires with $10 billion plus can afford this. That's the new threshold for true isolation. So now you know the 3 tiers. But where exactly are these hidden islands? Because geography tells a bigger story. Where the ultra-wealthy hide, private islands cluster in hidden regions. The Caribbean holds over 40% of global listings. The Bahamas leads with 700 islands, 30 privately owned. The Maldives is the rising frontier. But geography isn't just about beauty, it's about law. Bahamas offers tax benefits. Maldives offers privacy protection. Billionaires pick jurisdictions, not just views. North Island in the Seychelles has only 11 villas because privacy matters more than size. So where does the money go? The prices will shock you. From $200,000 to $300 million, the price gap is almost unbelievable. Entry-level islands cost $200,000. Larry Ellison spent $300 million. That's not a difference. That's a different universe. DiCaprio paid $1.75 million for his island. Larry Page paid $32 million. Copperfield paid $50 million. But here's the real shock. Indian Creek Island in Miami sold empty land for $57 million per acre. Just dirt, nothing built, because location beats size every time. These aren't just purchases, they're investments that grow faster than stocks. So who actually owns these islands? The celebrity list will surprise you. Branson, Ellison, Gibson, and more. The owner list reads like a billionaire directory. Branson, Ellison, Gibson, DiCaprio, Copperfield. Branson paid $180,000 in 1979, now worth $250 million. Gibson keeps 5,400 acres completely wild. Copperfield hosts private magic shows at $50,000 per night. Here's the twist. These islands aren't just homes, they're branding tools. Branson hosted Princess Diana on Acre. That's not vacation, that's power networking. But fame brings attention, so some buy through secret companies. Because real privacy means staying invisible. Now the market is changing fast. Geographic isolation as an appreciation asset. Billionaires aren't buying islands for vacation anymore. They're buying them as investments. Indian Creek Island sold empty dirt for $57 million per acre. 30% appreciation in 1 year. Better than stocks or gold. Because islands don't multiply. Every purchase removes one from the market. Scarcity drives prices higher. But a new model is coming. One that locks out even billionaires. The ultra-private model, eliminating ordinary billionaires. The newest trend isn't about luxury. It's about exclusion. Nowhere Island in the Maldives charges $55,000 per night. Full island buyout only. No individual bookings. This isn't about making money. It's about keeping people out, even billionaires. Only ultra-billionaires worth $10 billion plus qualify, because reputation matters more than occupancy. So what does this all mean? Let's bring it together. True exclusivity requires complete unavailability. Here's the paradox. The most exclusive islands make zero money because they're not for rent, not for sale, not for anyone. Ellison spent $750 million and says no to everyone. That's not just wealth, that's power. If you can visit an island, it's less exclusive. True luxury means no one comes, ever. Silence is the new status symbol. So what does this all really mean? Here's the truth. The most exclusive islands aren't about amenities, they're about unavailability. Ellison's Laney, Page's Cayo Norte, Gibson's Mago. You can't visit them at any price. This isn't luxury anymore, it's control. The guarantee of zero humans in sight, worth hundreds of millions. Remember that $300 million island? You'll never see it, because true exclusivity means being completely alone. 3 tiers define this world. Tier 1, completely private, closed forever. Tier 2, ultra-luxury rentals at $50,000 per night. Tier 3, full island buyouts at $55,000 plus to eliminate ordinary billionaires. These aren't vacation homes, they're fortresses of solitude. Now you know which islands you'll never visit, and why unavailability is the ultimate status symbol. Drop a comment. Which shocked you more? Ellison spending $750 million to stay alone, or Nowhere Island charging $55,000 just to keep you out? Subscribe for more stories behind billionaire behavior, because true luxury isn't what you have, it's what others can never access.